guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a sit down chat and I thought I would talk to you about my university experience, dropping out of uni, why I did it, how it came about and why it was the best thing that I have ever done. So before I start the video, please subscribe to my channel, press the red button, please turn on post notifications and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. So let's get into the video. So I guess I should start with, I am now 24. I was at secondary school in sixth form and I had studied performing arts, just performing arts. So where most people would pick 3 or 4 A-levels, I chose to take a BTEC National Level 4 diploma in performing arts, and that was the only thing I took at sixth form. I was in like a normal school, so the majority of students were obviously applying for university, and then there was a couple of people who were applying for stage school. So while I was at school, I applied for a number of universities. I can't even really remember what happened, why I didn't go, but I, in the end, decided I didn't really know what I wanted to do. The only thing I could really study at uni was drama or performing arts or theatre, and I didn't really know what I wanted to be, and I felt as though there was this huge pressure on me to know what I wanted to do, and I kind of didn't want to waste my time or the £9,000 that you pay per year for university. So I decided to take a year out and kind of figure out what I wanted to do and where I wanted to be. So I took a year out, my best friend went off to university, my friends went off to university, and I stayed home and I waitressed full time for the whole year. I honestly feel like that year that I waitressed full time, I earned so much money and was able to go on all these amazing holidays, and I think that was part of the reason I didn't go to uni, because I just wanted to earn money straight away and I wanted to go on holiday, I wanted to travel, and I just kind of thought if I go to uni I won't be able to do that. Then came to kind of the end of my, let's call it a gap year, and I was obviously, me and Anne, as with Anne at the time, we'd moved out. We were traveling and we were having a really good time, but deep down I knew that I couldn't waitress forever. I didn't want to be a waitress forever, so I kind of needed to figure out what I was going to do. So again, pressure kind of told me the only thing I could do was apply again for university. So I applied the second time round, and this time I applied for quite a few stage schools as well as universities. So I did all of the interviews for the universities, and I had planned to go to the stage school auditions. However, I went to the first one, which was the Guildford one, and left halfway through the audition because I hated it so much. This sounds really horrible, and if this is your thing, then this is your thing, but I just couldn't stand the environment. I just didn't like it. So it got to the break after we'd done, I think we'd done the dance and drama auditions. We definitely hadn't done the singing audition yet. And I just walked out the door, called my mum, and I never went back. And then I never went to the Central or Mount View auditions either, because going to that first audition I just realised, no, this is not where I want to be. So drama school aside, I got into my local university and decided that I was going to study Bachelor of Arts in Drama. So it was a 3-year course. I was set to go. I did not have the university experience. I'd already moved out with Aunt, so we were renting a flat back home and I loved it, and so I was commuting every day, which took probably about 45 minutes. I was driving to uni and back, and to be honest, I didn't like it. The people were nice and I was learning a lot and doing really well, but I felt like I was just wasting my time I still didn't really know what I wanted to be. I felt like I was wasting my time being at university, spending all this money, spending all this time not being able to work as much as I was because I was studying. And so I started to look for apprenticeships. So I knew that I definitely wanted to do something in the performing arts area, whether that be in the music industry, the television industry, the film industry. That was what I was passionate about. I just didn't know how to get into it. I thought of all these huge companies like Warner Brothers and Disney and ITV and BBC. I thought, that's so far from home, and it's just never going to happen. Why would they take me with no degree, no experience? How do I get into one of these huge companies? So I started looking at apprenticeships as a way in, and I honestly think for about 6 months I applied for, I'd say, probably over 40 different apprenticeships, and it got to the point where they weren't even in the industry anymore. I applied for an investment banking apprenticeship because I wanted to be in a career. That's what I wanted. I wanted a career job that could earn me money. So in the end, I ended up with an interview for the BBC, ITV, and an investment bank company called M&G Investments. And so I went to all of the interviews. The BBC one was first. The BBC apprenticeship offered a degree at the side, and it was paid for by the BBC. So I was down to the final 7, and they had, I think, 2 spots, and I didn't get the apprenticeship, but was offered a scholarship for a business school in London. So my fees would all be paid for by the BBC, and I could go to a business school in London. However, I didn't want to do it. I wanted a job, and I didn't just want to take something just for the sake of it. So I said no. Also, I had an interview for Warner Brothers apprenticeship, and again got down to the last 2 and didn't get it. So I was feeling a bit disheartened at this point. I just didn't think that I was gonna get on one of these apprenticeships. I thought I was just being stupid even applying for them in the first place, and it was pretty frustrating. But then I went for the interview at the investment bank, and again it was an apprenticeship, and it paid a lot of money, and I got it. So I was offered, so sorry about that, dog was with him. So where were we? So yeah, accepted the apprenticeship at M&G Investments, signed the contract for private healthcare. Literally was all signed up, ready to go, start in a month's time. Then, meanwhile, I had the interview at ITV. A couple of days later, got the call and was offered the International Formats Apprenticeship at ITV Studios. I cannot explain to you how excited I was. I honestly felt as though everybody kind of thought she's not going to get anywhere. They weren't negative, but it was just like, it was one in thousands of people, all of these apprenticeships, and why would they take me who had no degree and no experience, and I'd literally just came out of school and waitressing. But I got it, and it was, I don't want to say it was a big deal, but it felt like a huge deal to me. I was so excited. I could not wait to start. I've been at ITV now for 3.5 years, and I've been given the most amazing opportunities, and I feel as though I'd finished university, got my degree, and then tried to get a job. I just don't think it would have happened. I would have never ever ended up where I am today with such a good job if I'd got my degree. So that is why I feel so strongly that not everybody has to go to university. There's this huge pressure when you're at school that you kind of have to know what you want to do, and do you know what, you're 18, like that's so young, and you have so much to learn and so much to see. I do not understand how any 18-year-old knows what they want to do with their life. And so lots of times people just end up going to university, and you know what, university can be amazing, People say it's literally the best 3 years of their life. They meet their best friends there. And for some people who don't know what they want to do, university is kind of that buffer where you can figure out exactly what you want to do. And for other people, if you want to be a doctor or a vet or a lawyer, then university is the only way you can do those things and you can reach those goals. So I just wanted to kind of share that story with you, and for all those people out there who are in school, in like their final years of sixth form or college, and are deciding what they want to do, just please know that you don't have to go to university. It is a lot of money to spend on something that you don't feel like is right for you, and that there are other ways of getting really good jobs. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit the red subscribe button to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video.